Hey all, me again. Different type of video this time. As you can see, I've got a body now. Kind of. Just trying something new. Moving things out of the way and into today's topic, this is the Valve Index, currently the only VR headset made by Valve, and this thing is beyond incredible sometimes. I mean, yeah, it's got the best audio on the market, it's beyond comfortable, it's got color pass-through, really good controllers, Steam VR tracking, and more, but it's missing something. If you've joined my Discord server or know anything about me, you know that I adore the Index. It's great. And yeah, I stand by that. But after a year of use, and about 3.5 years after release, is this $1,000 headset even worth it? Okay, I know your time is valuable. Short answer, yes. Well, kind of. It depends on if you care about average to below average resolution or not. Long answer, keep watching. Announced on April 30th, 2019, then later released on June 28th of the same year, the Valve Index is a second generation headset, or SGH, I'll go with SGH. Well, now that we're moving on to third generation headsets, which makes the Index obsolete, right? Wrong. From what we've seen of most TGHs, there's a few things that the old Index just does better. And sometimes for cheaper, too, as weird as that sounds. For example, the Meta, Oculus, really, Quest Pro is a third generation headset. Its main focus is augmented reality, or so it seems, and is aimed for enterprise. However, the Index does AR too. There's not a lot of hardware for it yet, since this was recently discovered, but those 3.5-year-old cameras right here on the Index handle AR pretty well. And hey, the Quest Pro may have hand tracking, but the Index has controller-based finger tracking. And really anything else if you have these knuckles. Keep in mind that the Quest Pro is a whopping $1,499 base for a subpar headset, while the Index outshines it in a lot of ways. Now, this comparison isn't fair, but I want to add it. At the time, Oculus Quest 2, on release, seemed like it would be an Index killer. There were crazy specs on this thing. 2160 by 1080 per eye, standalone, 90 hertz refresh with an experimental 120 degrees, 90 degrees FOV, which wasn't too bad, and a 2-hour battery life that can be extended to 4 hours, and ability to link to a PC for PC VR use. But after release, it just kind of wasn't. It was good, yeah, and from the price standpoint, it was amazing. Plus, it was a lot more durable. We'll get to that later. But the Index is better at audio FOV, refresh rate IPD adjustment, I mean, really? Comfort, weight distribution, I mean, seriously, it's twice as heavy as a Quest, and it feels twice as light instead. Tracking, 360 degrees compared to 200 at best, and, of course, software. I'm not bashing Oculus headsets either. Then there's Pimax. Here's a quick review for the 5K Super, which is a $750 headset-only piece of tech. It sucks! Oh my god, I have never been so sick in virtual reality in my life. Jesus Christ, I thought I was gonna go cross-eyed. This thing is so bad. Plus, the colors and audio are the most terrible thing I have ever experienced. How is this supposed to be Pimax's step up from the Valve Index? Holy it is literally the worst thing I have ever had the displeasure of strapping to my poor little face. Now that that's over, and yes, I returned it, I can say the Index beats the 5K Super in everything, except one. The only two things the 5K Super excels at are two things: FOV and refresh rate. Everything else the Index is better at. Pixels per inch is higher. Weight is lower. Looks are, yeah, way better. Controllers are a dream, yada yada. I have said this all before. But there's one place where the Index kind of falls flat on its face, where every other headset out there can laugh at it. Durability. Oh my god! This thing has worse durability than a golden sword from Minecraft. This thing is a piece of shit. We're talking about if you breathe on it wrong, it falls apart into a bunch of screws. I mean, seriously. Have you seen what this thing has done? I mean, yeah, it's gotten better, but Valve, my friends, seriously, every sale on this headset becomes a loss from how much we RMA them. Thank you for letting us RMA them. Don't stop. Please don't stop. No wonder they haven't dropped in price from an arm and a leg. In all seriousness, the Index is a beautiful headset. I was practically drooling when I got mine. Beautiful head gasket, the high quality speakers, the comfortable padding, the controllers that just fit on your hand perfectly. The thing's practically a work of art. Costs the same amount as one too. Despite being released years ago, the Valve Index has not gone down a single cent since launch. Not for a sale, not for natural aging of hardware, no reason at all. The Index is a firm $9.99. But hey, it comes with Half-Life Alyx if you didn't have it already. Is it worth $999 though? That's a ton of money, and it doesn't even include taxes and shipping costs, which bring it up to the same price as my scalped 3080. I mean, this thing is nothing to scoff at, but also, in that insane price package is also a huge package, both literally and figuratively. This thing comes with the HMD, 2 knuckles, the controllers, as well as a microfiber cloth and 2 base stations. I was pointing to my base stations in reality, with mounts. Plus a bunch of different cables for plugging the base stations into the wall, and the Index into the wall, and charging the knuckles from the wall, and the video feed from the PC to the Index. Yeah, there's a lot of power draw from this thing. But the good news is, once it's set up, which is super easy and takes about 5 to 10 minutes, it's all good. Because the Index is made by Valve, its native store and home is Steam VR Home. That means you don't have to install Oculus or Viveport or any other external app. If you already have Steam, you just have to download Steam VR with one click of a button. And it'll be ready in just a bit of time. It's got to be the easiest setup for a headset I've had ever. Oculus, HTC, and Pimax have nothing on Valve for this. That being said, the software can be spotty here and there, but Valve is constantly pushing out new updates for Steam VR, and honestly, part of the spottiness for me is because I'm on the Steam VR beta list, so I get beta releases as well as full releases. Okay, so you're sold on an Index, let's say. But you have just one worry. What about how fragile it is? You just went on a whole rant about it. Is it that bad? Okay, yes, it's bad, but I exaggerated just a little bit. I've RMA'd my Index twice, both for lens issues. And actually, I think I know what caused it. For months, I've been using my Index on 160% brightness, which I can't assume would be very good for the lenses. First RMA, I live with the first dead pixel, then the second, then the third, fourth, seventh, all the way up to the lenses deciding to go crazy, spewing random colors onto the screen with no way to fix it. Trust me, we tried. The second time, I wasn't as naive. One dead pixel, and I sent it back in. This is my third headset, and so far I have no problems with it, and I hope it stays that way. Some tips to not break the headset or the controllers are to not tug on the cable and try to not step on it. I face the opposite direction from my PC, which is right over there. So my cable is right back here. This part was unscripted. I just wanted to point that out. It's a great way to not step on your cable. Don't drop the controllers or throw them. Clean your lenses regularly, but also clean the microfiber cloth, because otherwise it'll be just as bad. And of course, don't give your headset's lenses a nice sun bath. That's not good for any headset, especially the Index. So what's my personal conclusion of the Index? I think that it's the best headset released yet, and I'm still trying to find a replacement. Even after 2 RMAs, I keep finding myself picking up this heavy, old, but amazing headset. Really, the only thing that I think could make it better for its age is OLED screens. I look forward to Valve's next headset, and there will be a review on it too, whenever that is. If you're hearing this, you've reached the end of the video. Congratulations! And I thank you. I'll be trying to post more often because honestly, this channel really needs a schedule. Hopefully this video will be out within a month of my last video, as that'll be an improvement. Tell me how you like of this new style of video too. I think using VR chat is kind of a win-win situation. I get to express myself to you all, and I don't need to show my horrendous face to the rest of the internet. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be before 2023, if I'm good at it. See you all next time.